r/AskReddit, what do you genuinely not understand? How can we lose so much hair every day and still have hair stay a consistent length, especially people who have long hair? How I get taller and more handsome every time my grandma sees me. How people get up in the morning feeling good and refreshed. I have woken up tired since before I can remember. I don't understand if they just mentally power through the tired, or if they feel something I don't/can't. I really do not get how a needle in a record player bouncing back and forth can create such rich sound. Why the fuck does my brain only realize I'm wrong after I've already done it? The YouTube algorithm. The order of emails in a Gmail thread. Waking up early, 4 a.m., to go to work. Whoever invented it is an asshole. How some people seem to get through life without a job, with no responsibility, no money, and they're totally fine. Meanwhile, I'm busting my ass trying to make a living for myself and my family and struggling like hell. Why people when you're driving have the audacity to pull out in front of you and then drive slow ASF when there are literally no other cars around, like just wait for me to pass if you're going to go 5-10 mph under the speed limit. The existence of everything. Stocks, investments, inflation, interest rates, etc., or anything to do with finance, really, that stuff is so confusing to me. Why the hiring process at most companies is so damn slow. Back in the 60s, you could walk into a business asking about a job on Friday and start work the following Monday. Now, despite having access to tons of information about a candidate on the internet, it takes 6 or more weeks in many cases. Bitcoins and NFTs. How electricity works, amps, volts, watts, etc. Ugh. This is totally due to me not looking it up, but I don't know how dry cleaning works. Those people who do parkour on high-ass buildings, one mistake and you're dead. Why it's so damn hard to be happy 95% of the time when you have a stable job, good health, family, and everything. Like, I have all of the pieces but something is constantly missing. Ugh. Side note, I'm fine, it's just annoying. Edit. Thank you for all of the awards and kind words. Be kind to each other. People who don't get nervous when public speaking. Sudden motivation at midnight. My intentions when doing things. It seems that I can attribute everything I do to manipulation and attention seeking, and it's kinda unsettling. How people are capable of learning activities that require repetition to get better at, like art. I seem to never develop any muscle memory at all, and even without that issue there's still the problem of not having a structured, trivial, follow path to follow, without which I never really remember anything. Bitcoin mining, solving algorithms, what, who, why. Space, it makes my brain hurt trying to figure out things like stars and black holes, etc. Why does the word fridge have the letter D in it, while refrigerator does not? That no concept of an absolute position in space exists. Why do people who seem miserable as parents decide to have more kids? Quantum physics, but mostly how there could ever be a smallest thing, like everything is made up of something else. Zooming down, how could there be something that's not made up of smaller parts, like string theory, right? Smallest thing is supposed to be vibrating strings of energy, like what is that energy made of? I don't get it. Chemistry, I only passed because my professor curved every F to AC. The stock market. How light is both a particle and a wave. People that treat everybody around them terribly then complain that nobody likes them. After waiting in a long line to check out, why is it that people don't have their money ready? They get to the register and have to search for a credit card or look for coupons. All that time in line they could have had it organized and ready to go. How these dogs that have these dense bangs hanging over their eyes can see a single goddamn thing. Why do I trust myself to fail so much and like myself so little? Why do I hate positive attitude advice from people? Cryptocurrency, I've it explained to me numerous times but it still goes right over my head. Existence and self-aware, the more you think the more the concept of I is creepy. Where we are, all of us, right now, like, where are we? What is this, you know? How to socialize, what the fuck? What was there before the Big Bang? Why I continue to procrastinate and self-sabotage. Edit. Thanks for all the awards and comments. Just wanted to say a few things. This was not supposed to be a cry for help. I am fine. Just was in a bad mood yesterday when I posted. Yes, I have had depression and anxiety. Anyone who suggested that maybe the cause is correct. I am on meds. They help a ton. If this comment rang true to anyone, I would definitely recommend seeing a mental health professional. It can make a world of difference. Anyone who suggested it's because I'm lazy, not disciplined, or any other r/thanks incured type nonsense, you can go fuck yourself. Computers. Even though I own one, I literally don't know how to build one or fix one when needed. Cruelty toward pets. How anyone could believe flat earth theory. Littering. Fucking trash behavior. People who idolize politicians, like JFCY. Child abuse. I don't understand why adoption is so costly. If a child needs a home and someone is fit to raise them, why the added financial burden? Those realistic balls that some truck drivers have, it's so unnecessary that I don't know why anyone would put that on their vehicle. Maths, all of it, makes me super anxious and then I get upset and give up. I'm 40 this year and can still be stressed out by someone mentioning maths. I've played music for 20 plus years and music theory just goes over my head. I know my major/minor scales, I know my chord structures, but putting it all together escapes me. I have people tell me my songs are cool or that they love how the chord pattern works backwards to the root and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, I just wrote it. Shrug. People that aren't interested in the views of X group of people, but then continually go onto ads, or pages to then harass those people. How people can be so hateful and for no reason. Like, I'm literally studying psychology and it's at the point where I genuinely can't explain why some people are just nicer and more understanding of others. Everything I've learned has only made the answer harder, more complex, and ironically enough, more vague. If you told me breaking news, humanity is really split into two species and the deciding genetic factor is the ability to show empathy for people not like you, I'd believe it in a heartbeat. Fighting is fundamentally stupid. Intraspecies competition is universally harmful for every member of that species in the long run when resources aren't scarce, yet our species loves to create its own problems. Ridiculous. The popularity of the Kardashians. How people hold on to motivation while in lockdown. C++, it's very complicated, I don't get it. How someone doesn't understand that they're in everyone's way. People who just stop in their tracks with absolutely zero consideration of other people who have their own destinations and/or business. What's worse, when someone notices that someone else passes them and is all rude about it. What, are ya in a hurry? What if I am? Motherfucker, you're not in charge of setting everyone else's pace. I have a very fast regular walk. Due to my impatience and long legs, I tend to get to where I'm going quickly, when human cattle are just moseying along, going with the flow of people, unless we're in line to something, mind you, and have zero regard for anyone else. I get antsy. I need to move along, because the glacial pace of a herd of people does not cut it with me. Worse is when people feel the need to block aisles in a store with their conversations, each having a cart, creating a huge jam while people line up behind them. Worse yet is when someone driving sees someone they know so they stop to talk to them. Fuck you, this isn't chat time. Say hi, honk your horn, and keep it moving. I don't care that you're retired and have literally all day to do what you're doing. Some of us only have a couple precious days off, so we have to get our shit done in a short time span. It shouldn't affect me in any way that you want to talk to your VFW buddy. The human tendency to accept baseless speculation over objective analysis. My boss. Why do I exist? Am I the only one here with an actual soul? If another person with a soul reads this, will they ask if I'm made to ask this question and then they never hear about me again? Do destinies exist? Is it my destiny to ask this question? Am I really the one without the soul? How some people just don't like to try new food. My stepdad likes maybe 6 things to eat. I have about 6 things I don't like to eat. I just don't get it. Edit. I hope I didn't offend anyone. I meant only that I will never understand if someone is picky for any reason. I don't mean that I despise it, it's just, like, A really picky eater would never understand my love for food. When I cook you can see me as one of those mad scientists who screams it's alive, bah-ha-ha-ha. Rooting for a political party like it's a sports team, they aren't your friends. People's lack of understanding of people, like even when I don't like someone or their beliefs, it's not hard to understand why they believe them even if they're wrong. So many people can't see things through other people's perspectives and I just find it weird. Not saying I'm special, in fact I'm saying the opposite, it should be common sense. How I could just kill a man, Cypress Hill, https://youtube.b/yg, RIOATCBU. What is going on with Palestine and Israel and Syria? Making idiots famous. People who are chronically late, I just don't get it. I've thought so much about it, I cannot understand, especially the people who are very aware that they're chronically late and seem to feel genuine remorse, don't, I just cannot understand. Investing, stocks, interest rates, etc., why/how money grows in general, edit, thanks for all the offers of help, but I don't think I can explain clearly what I mean exactly. What I don't understand is why it all works this way in a more abstract sense, not necessarily the math of how it works, like why are there so many different types of funds with different rules and different returns, what determines interest rates, why is there interest in the first place, etc. It all seems completely arbitrary. How to pronounce Worcestershire, edit, how I've been pronouncing it, https://youtube.b/6USX5VS238Y. The universe, none of it makes any sense, we shouldn't logically be here, too many complex systems that supposedly just came into being randomly. Life itself is a ridiculous concept and I'm just not buying it. Why mosquitoes and bed bugs exist. How people are able to handle their parents divorcing. I've seen people go through this in real life and in movies/shows and they always seem to push through it pretty easily, but if my parents divorced it would genuinely crush me. How some people just get to walk around living life without mental illness. Armpit fetish, just, why? Willful ignorance. Mirrors, what's their deal? People's weird obsession with cheese. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy 1 or 2 slices of good cheese on my sandwich, or nice and melty on a pizza, but what's up with these weird dishes where they just dump like half a kilogram of melted cheese on it and everyone is going nuts? It just looks disgusting to me. Why people are buying NFTs. Thanks for watching. Comment suggestions for any future videos and make sure to subscribe to not miss out on any more good content. I upload daily videos from r/AskReddit, and if you like the video, make sure to like the video.